Hi, welcome back, or welcome if you are new here. So today I'm going to do sort of like a Halloween-y makeup. It's not going to be like face paint. I have some new things to try as well, which I'm super excited to try. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. If you like the sounds of it and you like this video, then please remember to give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Let's go. Okay, so I don't have a new primer, so I'm just going to use the typical one that I always use nowadays, which is my e.l.f. Blemish Fighting Putty Primer. And this morning I have already cleansed my skin and I put on my niacinamide serum, and I also put on a new moisturizer I've been using from Primark, which I've really been liking. So yeah, I've done that this morning. I did that like a couple hours ago, so it should have like sunken in and everything. But I'm just going to use my little guacamole paste. And this is the first time I'm filming a video in like months, like a makeup video. So I got super ill after my COVID jab. I think I actually got the flu as well. So I was like out of commission for like a good like 2-3 weeks, and I just felt like absolute garbage. So I wasn't filming anything, I wasn't editing anything, I just wasn't doing anything. So I haven't done a makeup video in like the longest time. So when we were in Liverpool, I saw this shop. It was called, let me find the receipt, it was called Body Care, and I was interested in it because I saw like quite a lot of makeup. So I went and had a look, and they essentially had like makeup and like beauty items for like a really cheap price. A lot of it is this Sunkissed brand, which I have had a palette from before. But yeah, they had Sunkissed, Technic, Body Collection, a few other like bits. So I got some stuff and we're just going to try that out. But first I need a drink from my amazing cup. Look at this. So it's like a hand. It's so cool. And you might see behind me that we have Halloweened up. I'm going to do a like a Halloween decorations kind of like video, just showing off everything, where we got everything and that. So that might be up before this video, I'm not too sure. But anyway, stop talking, Katie. Now I'm going to prime my eyes, and I'm going to use I'm just going to use my Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer to like prime my eyes. And I am also going to use this like underneath my foundation, like on my blemishes and stuff. That's just what I like doing. Okay, so the first thing we have to try is an eyeshadow palette, which is this one. So this is the Sunkissed Ultraviolet Brights eyeshadow palette. Apparently it's infused with minerals, and this is what it looks like. So in store you weren't actually able to open the palette, so I assumed it was going to be quite purple because of obviously the pink casing on top of it. But no, it's like blues, pinks, that sort of thing. So some brushes. So I'm going to start actually with this dark blue here. It looks pretty pigmented. Let's just make sure you're nice and close. And I'm going to start by just like, oh, holy shit. That's like so pigmented. That is fallout, so I was an idiot. But seriously, what the hell? Look at that. So I have too much on my brush. I'm just going to take it over here as well. Oh my god, that's insane. And this palette was ridiculously cheap. This palette was £1.29. £1.29. That's impressive. Wow. And this shade did have like a little bit of a shimmer through it, but it's not like it's a shimmery. It normally just helps eyeshadows to blend a bit better than being like purely matte. When was the last time I even did a colourful eye? I literally can't remember. Okay, so I am struggling with it a little bit, but I do wonder how much of that is this and how much of that is me, because I haven't used like a bright eyeshadow or anything like this in forever. I've only been using like bronzers. I haven't actually even used eyeshadow in like the longest time, so I think I'm a little bit rusty. So yeah, it could be my fault. But then I'm going to take another brush and we're going to dip into the bright blue. And we'll pop that above. Wow. The pigment on these is genuinely impressive. So I'm just going to try and like blend these together, get sort of like a fade going, bring it in. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm seriously impressed with this. Look at this. It's like the littlest bit, I suppose, like splotchy, not like splotchy, like a little bit like patchy, but for $1.29 I really can't complain. And also I'm definitely not doing the best job. Okay, but now I'm gonna go in with a shimmer. So there's a couple shimmers in the palette. We've got this one, that looks pretty. You've got this dark purple, this one, but I don't think these are like full-on metallics. I think they have like a little bit of shimmery sheen to them. So, uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Very pretty. I mean, that first one's a bit crumbly, but... And then there's one more, which is like a silver, which I'll put right there. So they all do have sort of like a purplish, pinkishness to them. But you can also see the difference in sort of like the metallics. Like they don't seem all the same formula. I think I'm going to use this one, which is in this bottom corner. I'm just going to use my finger. Wow. Oh wow, that's pretty. Oh, I got like loose little glittery bits flying everywhere. Very impressive. A bit more. It just like goes and goes and goes. Like it doesn't seem to end. It just stretches on forever. Okay, seriously, that palette was really, really impressive from what I've used. I feel like blues, purples, pinks, all that sort of thing is really difficult to formulate normally. And I am literally so impressed with this. It's not what I thought I was getting because, as I mentioned, I thought it was going to be purple. But I do really like this. Wow. I'm going to go clean this up quickly, but this is definitely a hit from me. And I had loads more of these. I had loads of different colours. £1.29. £1.29. This is really good. So I'm just going to go clean this up and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I actually just washed off all of the concealer as well because I figured it would be better, you know, if we're testing the foundation, I want to see what the foundation's like rather than with the concealer underneath. So I'm just re-priming using the same e.l.f. Blemish Fighting Putty Primer. Okay. I also rinsed the sponge, which isn't looking in great shape right now. So this was, by the way, the Bare Face Chic Makeup Blending Sponge. It's latex free. This was $1.99, but like as you can see where I've washed it and sort of like squeezed it out, it's become a little bit deformed. It's one of those like sort of like memory foam feeling things where like you squeeze it and it sort of like keeps its shape, like it finds it difficult to bounce back. Whereas like this is my e.l.f. This is my e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, and like if you squeeze it, it like immediately just like springs back. So yeah, it's not very like squidgy, but I will try that to blend my foundation out. So for foundation we have two that we can try. They are both from Technic. So I firstly have the Technic Luminous Glow Demi-Matte Foundation. This is like a twisty bottle. What is happening here? I have this one in the shade Porcelain, and this was This one was £3.99 and this one was £1.49. So this one is the Technic Foundation Fluid. I have this in the shade Light. I wasn't sure what this one was, so I will probably try this one first. So yeah, I'm probably going to do one maybe on either side or see what happens. But I'm going to start off with the foundation fluid because I wasn't sure what this was. Like, I didn't know if it was a foundation. Like, I really just wasn't sure. So I'm just going to give this a little shake. And, okay, so you just twist it off. And there's a little tube. I'm just going to squeeze some on my face. Okay. So, like, is this a foundation? I don't know. I'm going to use my sponge quickly with this. Okay, so remember this is the shade Light, so this is very orange looking right off the bat. It's not really spreading very well. So it definitely oxidizes, wouldn't you say? Like, I feel like it goes on a bit more yellower and then it sort of like becomes darker and more orange. How do you cover? So it pretty much just like cancelled out my spots, but this is like definitely the wrong shade and this is shade Light. I would definitely call this shade orange. It looks okay. Like, it seems to have a little bit radiant. It's so orange, I can't get over it. It seems like a little bit radiant. Like, when I turn my head, it has pretty nice coverage. It seems okay. Like, I wonder if I could make this work if I just mix it with something lighter, but definitely the wrong shade. But the actual formula itself I don't think is too bad, especially for £1.50. But yeah, the colour is a no, so I will have to try this mixing it in with something else, but it's okay. It's just really orange. Okay, now let's try this one. Let's hope for better. This is again the Technic Luminous Glow Demi-Matte Foundation. Okay, so it's a little bit runny, honestly. It's like runnier than I expected. I'm gonna try this sponge. I know already that I'm probably not gonna like it, but can you hear it? It's one of those. So the colour is better already. Apart from feeling like I'm hitting myself in the face, the sponge is okay, I suppose. This foundation has a scent to it. It's kind of like a floral scent, which I'm not really the biggest fan of. I'm just gonna, you can literally see where I'm holding it. This sponge I don't like. I'm gonna use my other sponge and I'm gonna just like pop this everywhere. Oh wow, do you see that coverage? Just like by spot. I'm gonna put some over this side as well, just so I'm not orange. Okay, so this Luminous Glow one right off the bat, I definitely prefer it. Like, can you see the texture of my skin? Like, this side of my skin is like really caked up from the first product, whereas this side of my skin, it looks super lightweight. Like, it's not like just sitting on my face like this side is. I feel like the coverage is like pretty okay, to be honest. The colour's alright. It all depends how it dries, because like I really don't like super matte foundations. I feel like they just look really flat and just not very nice. So let's see how this goes. I'm just going to use a sponge to literally try and get off some of this foundation. I'm going to focus on putting this one on this side, because that other one I just can't cope with. But like, in terms of it sitting on my skin, it looks nice. Like, it looks really glowy. I don't know. I don't know what it is that I don't like about it, but there is something that I'm not enjoying about it. It could just be from where maybe I had a bit of that other foundation on my sponge, or, you know, the fact that I had to take off my primer and like redo all of it. So I'm gonna have to try this again because I am liking the glowiness of it. If anything, I think it gets more glowy the longer it sort of like sits on your face. Now I'll do a bit of concealer, so I'm going back to my Revolution Concealer and Point Infinite. So this is the Sunkissed Butter Glow Velvet Highlighter. It doesn't appear to have a shade on it, and this was £2.49. So this is what this looks like. Feels nice. What does it look like? Not a lot. Let's see though. Okay, I'm going in with my typical highlighter brush, which is an eyeshadow brush. I can see little bits of shimmer on my face, which I don't love. Is it even showing up? It's like really natural by the looks of it, but then like it also has like little shimmer particles in it. It's just, it doesn't seem to want to like pick up. It seems like very either hardly pressed or just like not intense. Like maybe it's one of those where you have to get the first layer off. So I'm just gonna scratch it a bit. That is so weird. Once you take off like the first layer, it's like a cream kind of. Like it can just like, oh my god. I can just like dig into it. Okay, so just pat that back on. That's weird. Like it said velvet highlighter, so I was honestly a bit confused. But is it like a cream? Because I really just like cream highlighters and stuff, but okay. Where's my sponge? Yeah, that one is a no from me. I messed it up completely. Just like look at like the texture on my cheek. That just looks weird. Yeah. I don't like that at all. Maybe I just need to figure a way of using it, because obviously it's called Butter Glow. But I don't like that. I just got shit on my face. Now we're going to try out a bronzer. This is the Sunkissed, Pretty Sunkissed bronzer. It's infused with minerals. This was £2.49. Looks like this. So I'm gonna grab a clean brush and I'm just gonna like swirl. That looks orange. Does this have a shade? No, it just says bronzer. Okay, it looks really orange. Let's try this. Okay, this I actually don't mind. Like the creasing under my eye is awful. It's like warm, but it's not like too pigmented to the point where like boom, you're orange, that's it. Like I feel like you can build it up. I think it has like a slight sheen to it, but like it's not too much. I hate my cheek because of that goddamn highlighter. Oh, and I keep putting glitter on my face from where I've been doing freaking DIY. Okay, now I'm gonna hop in with a powder under my eyes to set, and that is the Technic Soft Focus Transparent Loose Powder. This was $2.99. Has a little puff in it, and then one of these things I can never fucking get out. So as I'm trying to pull the little thing off, the whole thing comes off, and I have powder all over my t-shirt. So glad that it was too hot for me to wear my new t-shirt because it would be covered in powder right now. I finally got that off. Right, go back in there, thank you. So I'm going to tip a little bit of powder into the cap. It looks really finely milled. So I'm just going to take my brush, grab a little bit of powder. Oh, that powder's nice. Just like some here. That powder is nice. I feel like it's like, it is kind of like soft focus. Like I do kind of see what it means. I am quickly just going to use, I'm going to cheat and use a different highlighter. I'm going to use my Essence, the highlighter in 01 Mesmerizing. And I'm just going to use this because I want a bit of glow. Like, but it ruined my highlighter brush. Like, it's all sort of like jammed in there now. So there's that. Now we have a setting spray. This is the Technic setting spray. It just says setting spray. Technic's hard working setting spray keeps your makeup in place all night long, so you don't have to. Okay, I've tried the dewy one from Technic before and I used to like it. So let's just give this one a go. Am I looking orange? I feel like a bit orange. Okay, make sure it works. Oh, that looked not promising. Oh, what is that smell? Oh, it smells like chemical watermelon. It kind of stings my eyes a little bit. Let's look at the face. It doesn't really look any different. I'm not gonna lie, that's like stinging my spot and stinging my eyes a little. I feel like my face doesn't look any different. I don't think it did anything. So maybe it will keep my makeup in place. I would prefer a setting spray that like kind of like settled my powders in a little bit. Yeah, it's okay. It definitely like stung my spot though, and also stung my eyes, so I don't think that's a good sign. But regardless, let's move on. Now let's finish up the eyes. Let's finish up the eyes. My eyes are stinging. I'm just going to take the dark blue, I reckon. Yeah, I'm just going to take the dark blue and just pop that under my eyes. I was thinking of like the pink or something, but then that's more sort of like a fun look where I'm still trying to do Halloween. That's what my plan was to do. Now using the light blue, I'm going to blend underneath. So now I'm going to put on a bit of waterline liner, I think. I have this blue one from Essence. It's in the shade 22 Turquoise, so I'm just going to run that here. Now we're going to do mascara. So I picked up the Technic Mega Lash Water Resistant Mascara. This was $1.99, so I think that's the same price as Wilko. Maybe cheaper actually, it might be $2.50 in Wilko. But this was like a long-standing favourite here. I haven't used it in a while because I run out and I've been using my Primark on. But this one is so good. The only issue is that it's like a little bit... What is happening? Is that it's quite big, the wand. So I always like ding my eye. It's like plastic as well. So it sort of like hits me in the eye. And then I blink and then I get it everywhere. So it's really, really messy. But it's a really good formula. But yeah, that's just one coat and I wasn't even doing it properly because obviously I dinged my eye and I'm putting lashes on. But yeah, this mascara is really good. You just have to be careful of it and like dinging your eye and stuff. But I have lashes. So I'm going to be using these today. These are from Poundland. These are the Just Right Beauty false eyelashes. I think they're in the style Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And they come with glue. So these were £1. Just try and open them. It's a good start. Okay, so this is what they look like. If you're not new here, you will know that I don't really use fast lashes. I'm not very good at it, but I need to get some tweezers, so BRB. Okay. I don't know how to do this whilst also showing you because I'm not good at this sort of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna use my own glue because this is driving me insane. Where's the glue? These eyelashes are driving me insane. And they feel so uncomfortable in my eyes as well. Whoa. While I wait for that to finish, I'm just going to do my eyebrow really quickly. Oh my god, has anyone seen Extracurricular? Me and Cam loved that show. So after Squid Games came out, we watched that. And I know that everyone's like obsessed with it at the moment, but we actually didn't think it was that good. Like, I don't know. It seemed like they was trying to say something with it, like something moral, but then like it just seemed super confused as to what like it actually wanted the message to be. I'm just going to use a bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. So yeah, we didn't actually like Squid Games that much, but then we sort of went down this like Korean show rabbit hole. So then we watched Alice in Borderland, which we liked. Like, it was okay. We really liked the games and stuff in it. We wish that Squid Games had been a bit more like that. But yeah, Alice in Borderland was fun, but again it just seemed a bit like it wanted to say something deep, but it didn't necessarily know like what it was saying. And then after that we watched Sweet Home, which we absolutely loved. Like, the whole idea of like despair making them monsters, and like what causes their despair is like translate to them in monster form. Like, that was just so cool. So yeah, we loved Sweet Home. And then after that we watched Extracurricular, and I have to say I think Extracurricular is our favorite out of all of them. Like, it was so good. So if you don't know about it, firstly you should watch it. But it's basically just about like a high school kid that he has gotten into sort of like this life of crime, and then there's like this girl involved who's like, her character is amazing, like Yuri, we love her. And just like the whole story, like how it unfolds, like it actually really gets you, because it's like at the end, like you're there like, hold on, I like Jisoo and I like Yuri, but they're doing a lot of questionable things, and like, are they bad? Are they evil? Are they good? Like, it just sort of like plays like mind games with you. Like, it was so good. So yeah, I would definitely recommend that. Like, I know everyone is in love with Squid Games right now, but yeah, I honestly feel like Sweet Home and Extracurricular are like miles better than Squid Games. Like, they're not even in the same like ballpark. So yeah, they would be my recommendations. Not that anyone asked, but... And then also, has anyone seen Love on the Spectrum? Oh my god, that show, like, I cried like all the time. Katie and Ronan was so fucking cute. And it was also good for us, I think, because Cam actually has autism, and he like super related to a lot of the people on there, and so did I, like being his partner and stuff. So like, if you haven't seen Love on the Spectrum, definitely watch that. Like 100,000,000%. Like, it will have you crying, it will have you so invested. Like, it was just, it wasn't like pretentious or like, I don't know, like, you know how some shows they'll try and tackle like mental health in kind of like this distasteful way. Like, it wasn't like that. It was just like really, really sweet and just lovely. So yeah, definitely recommend. And now I'm just gonna do my lips. So for lips, I have this one from Poundland, which I haven't fucking opened, Oh, it's the Makeup Gallery. The Makeup Gallery Colour Moisture Lipstick. I already have another one of these in the shade 23 London, which is like a pinky nude, which I love. But I picked this up in the shade 30 Oslo. So this is the shade. It's super dark. So that's what it looks like. So yeah, it's like a dark purple. I'll try it. I'll try it out. Ooh. These are so nice. Like, they are so moisturizing, but they're not necessarily like too shiny. Okay, so that is that. Super dark and like vampy. So I'm gonna sort my hair out and stuff, and then I will come back and show you the finished look. So BRB. Okay, so this is my finished look, trying new stuff and being Halloweeny. So I got these cute as hell little hair clips from One Below, and they were £1. Just look how cute they are, like little skeleton hands. So yeah, I knew I had to incorporate them into my look. So I'll give you a close-up of the finished thing. Don't look too closely at the lashes because there's definitely a gap still, because I'm absolutely shite at putting on lashes. But overall, I think everything actually looks pretty good, considering. So, should we do a little rundown? Let's do a little rundown. So, the eyeshadow palette, I think worked incredibly well for like £1.29. I think the pigment payoff was great on the shades that I did try. Obviously I didn't try all of them. I didn't do an inner corner highlight. Dun dun dun. 1 sec. Let me just, I'm gonna take this one. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in there, I think. Okay, yeah, no, I actually really like that. For the rest of the eyes, because I'm just going to do that quickly, the mascara I already know I like. I do wish that the brush was a bit smaller and a bit less pointy, because it does make it quite difficult to like get into your lashes without like dinging your eye or dinging your eyelid. But it's a super good formula. It like lasts all day. It is actually waterproof. Like a lot of the ones that I try, they say they're waterproof, but they're not waterproof. And the eyelashes, they're a bit too much for me. By a bit too much, I mean a lot too much. They feel quite uncomfortable on my eyes. But if you are into eyelashes, which I know a lot of people are, like I know I'm probably the weird one for not being into eyelashes. Why am I still holding this palette? I just never have been. They've always just sort of like intimidated me. But if you are into lashes, like this is what they look like. They were really difficult to apply. The hardest ones that I've tried to apply, but I don't think I've ever tried to put on a full set. Yeah, have I? I think I have, but yeah, they're just too long for me. Like they're just way too long. The inner corner won't stick, and also the glue that comes with it is absolutely garbage. So if you don't have your own glue, that might be a problem. I would suggest getting your own glue. But yeah, the eyes I think finished up. They came out nice. The eyelashes work nicer for this look because it adds that little bit of drama that probably would have been missing had I not had lashes on. So yeah, the eye look cohesively I really like. I think it's super vibrant and fun. The base products, let me see what I've actually got. This foundation I didn't like. It looked super cakey on my face. Obviously the colour was off as well. This is probably, yeah, this is my least favourite thing that I tried today, just because like it looked super cakey on my face. Like I didn't like it at all. I might actually put on a gloss quickly. I'm gonna super quickly put on my Bratz gloss. This the one from Revolution, this like dark purple one. It like matches perfectly. I just felt like my lips were missing something. One more thing I just want to quickly shout out is this. This is new from Primark for me. This is the Peach Bouquet Body Mist. It smells so good. It doesn't last as long as the other one I have from Primark, the Tease perfume or whatever it's called, but it smells so good. I think it was only like £2.50 for this massive bottle. So if you're on Primark, check it out because it's really nice. But yeah, that is everything. I think this has taken me forever, partly to do with the lashes. So if you've made it to this part, like, round of applause to you. Please make sure you give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Consider subscribing so you can see more of my beautiful face. And yeah, I'll let you go on with your day now. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.